kept waiting, hope against hope, like Abraham did, hope against hope. One day, the father's hope against hope paid off. His faith that his son will return paid off. His son came back. Why the son came back with guilt? He said, I will arise. I will go to my father. I will tell him this. Just make me one of your servants. I'm okay with that. But that was not the father's mind. That was his father's mind. It was never his father's intention that when this my son comes back, I'm dealing with him. I will make him know he's not worthy to be my son. I'm going to make him live with the servants. I'm going to make him do this. I'm going to punish him. I'm going to do this. It was never the father's intention. His father's love was, my son, return back to me. I cannot afford to lose you. And the son came back. Came back with one mindset. The father had a different mindset. No matter what you've done, my son, you are my son. Come home. That is the parable that Jesus gave to us, demonstrating God's love. Jesus didn't dwell on the faults, on the errors of the son who went astray. He didn't dwell on that. What was important to him was the salvation of that his son, the saving of that his son, not the mistakes that he has made. No, the mistakes that the son made, he did not suffer for it. He did. And he will live with that consequences for the rest of his life. The thought, the torment that, I wasted this. I wasted this. I wasted. You always be thinking, are you sure my father is not angry with me? He will feel limited in his father's house. There are so many things that will plague him because of that decision that he took. But the father, as far as he's concerned, he was lost. Now it's found. Coming. You, without my protection, you're open, you're exposed. There is an enemy out there that you cannot confront and defeat on your own. I made that enemy. I didn't make him an enemy. But he turned out like that. He chose to become an accuser. So, if you live from under my protection, from under my umbrella, from under my influence, the consequences you cannot bear. So, stay in salvation. How do you stay in salvation? You believe. That's how you stay. That is how you stay in salvation. I believe that Jesus has given me power over sin. I believe that Jesus has given me the ability to live a righteous life because I have been made righteous. Somebody that is righteous will do righteous things, isn't it? Somebody that is righteous will automatically do righteous things. Somebody that is not righteous cannot automatically do righteous things. That's how the Bible records it. No matter the good things that the one who is not righteous, who has not been declared righteous, or who doesn't believe that is righteous, no matter what he or she does, to God is not righteous. Colin is an example of that. The ones that have been declared righteous, has been pronounced righteous, their righteousness has been impacted, has been imputed to. They do righteously. It's a normal flow. The breaches, or call them breaches, the errors, the mistakes that the ones that have been declared righteous, that they do. You allow your flesh to lead you to take certain decisions or make certain decisions. You allow your flesh to overwhelm you. Like Saul, when Samuel told him, okay, when you go to this kingdom, because of what they've done, you have to wipe out everybody. Saul went there, didn't do as he was told. When he was confronted, he said, the people. He just thought that the people could take some of the animals. You allow that to happen as a righteous person, someone that has been declared righteous by God, you will suffer the consequences. You will live with his scars. See, it will haunt you. That's why the Bible tells that even if your conscience condemns you, God is greater than your conscience. Your conscience will condemn you. Your conscience will always bring those things up. When you are like happy, you want to pray, you want to talk to God, Satan will bring them up to torment you. Nobody needs to tell you, don't go that road. Can you stand the consequences? So for example, you're stealing. If you are caught, can you stand the shame as a child of God? For instance, before you came to believe, you were walking the street as a lady. Now you've come to believe. And you decide to, often though, sometimes, the flesh comes in and you allow the flesh to overwhelm you because you're not feeding your mind, you're not renovating your mind, and then you go outside there to do the thing that you used to do. If you contract deadly disease, you will live with the consequences. If you get pregnant, that child will stare, that's your consequence, will stare at you for the rest of your life, remind you of your error. But I'm sure you go and have an abortion and something happen, or you are successful, that it will be their scar. Are you seeing it? So whatever error you allow the flesh to manipulate you to do, you live with the consequences. That doesn't mean you are not righteous. The Bible doesn't say that makes you unrighteous. No, it doesn't say it makes you unrighteous. And it's expected that you're supposed to live that level, you're supposed to grow. You're not supposed to remain, make the same mistake. You're doing it like you're writing one exam in school. You keep failing it. You remain at a particular position. You will not move forward. No responsibility, no growth. You won't move forward. So continue that path of the prodigal son. Just continue. You don't come back. You don't realize your error. You just continue to be going. Just continue and get waxed. Get solidified in that your error making idea, error making position. You all know. If you die in it, your works will be taken through fire. And they are not made of gold. They will be burned. You will be scarcely saved. It's a terrible path to walk. Let's look at the part of the father who believed, hoped against hope, that the son would come back. The son came back. He received the son. This is where you should be. Took the best from the house and put them on the son. Said he was lost. He was lost. Now he's found. I'm okay with that. He will live with the consequences. But for me, he's found. Because there is an enemy out there that will make a mismeet of your destiny. What I'm trying to bring out is the part of God. The God's part of it. The Father represents God. His love. That no matter what you are doing now, you're a Christian, you're righteous, you're doing certain things now, it is for your own good that you stay away from it. Stop it so that you can grow and enjoy the Father's love. Enjoy the Father's love. Praise the Lord. Thank you very much for listening, watching this video today. Click the like buttons, subscription buttons, the notification button as well, and tell your friends, tell people around you, show them. Let's spread the gospel. Let's spread the truth. Christ is coming very soon. Thank you. I appreciate you. Continue to enjoy God's blessings. Hallelujah. Amen.